Alright. Let's do this. So... Okay, so Lanka is in a tight spot. So I traded him some stuff and got some stuff. And I'm gonna trade him more. He's particularly hungry for death gems and blood, of course. So I don't really want anyone to know just how much blood I'm pulling in right now. I don't know exactly how much blood I should be pulling in at this point in the game, but I'd still rather keep that as a state secret. So I'm only going to trade him blood every other turn. But I will trade him the death gems. I really would like to use Raven's Feast and get a whole bunch more death gems to trade to him. We'll see if I can spare any air for that. I want to, though. Definitely want to. But it's just air gems are tight, man. This might give me some. Anyway. Alright. So, the Naiads are multiplying. We just made 3 more. I really like the Naiad network. I'm really looking forward to when it's complete. I have some funny ideas for how I'm going to do combat. I need to research Earthquake in particular. Alright, Atlantis attacked Muspelheim with a golem. Man, these guys are badass. That's his throne mage, I believe. Alright. Question, what are you running? A rune smasher? Really? Well, it is a spellcaster. Ooh, okay, yeah, you are going all in. Okay, put the magic resistance up real high. Gave it regeneration. Oh, okay, I see. You wanted to counter this, so you've given it multiple items that boost its penetration. So this sucker has 4. It's got some weaknesses, though. If you hit it with lightning, it would be in trouble. It has eyes? It's a ball of clay. Whatever. Anyway, so you're going to be a spellcaster golem. Doom. I don't know what Doom does. Oh, you cursed everyone in the battle. That's what you did. Still don't know exactly how curses work, like the exact details. You killed a horse. So yeah, you're just doing soul slays that are practically... You curse them, which I assume makes it easier to soul slay them. You've got a -4 or a +4 to your penetration, and you just fling them out. It seems to be killing a horse every time you fire it. You just punch these guys and keep doing what you're doing. It's an interesting build. It's a hero slaying build, not really for fighting an army like this. Okay, and now you're just kind of whacking people with the Rune Smasher itself. Feels like a bit of a waste. Feels like this guy should be part of an army. Oh, he's racking up afflictions. I suppose you can always pick all this up and give it to someone else. No, not this thing, though. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, imagine if you started with Body Ethereal. Well, anyway, okay. So he took a province. I think that was just something he had lying around. I don't think that's what he intended to use that golem for at all. That golem was clearly not meant to... or maybe he was just worried there would randomly be a really strong unit in that particular province that he could assassinate with it. I don't know. Hard to say. Starfall Tower. I don't know that one, but that sounds like Astral to me. Copper Idol. Was that Earth? No. Wait. Copper Idol. Electric? Ah, I've seen that one before. Good work on that. If only you could inspire the others to work as hard as you do. 21, 28, 37 plus 13. That's the 50 we want. And then another 10. So we got a neat 60. It's good. It's good. We're going to get another Blood Hunter going. Alright. Tenchi and Lonker are kind of going back and forth right now. What the hell happened here? Spam undead. No, it's gonna be mirrors. Mirrors of illusions. So you had a siege golem here. Yes, they're just making illusion spam. Where does this guy think he is going? Oh, okay. Among the illusions, one warrior. But he's ahead of the illusions. Oh no, his combat speed is too fast. They will never catch up. He's dead. He's totally dead. This thing will just whack him once and it'll be over. Oh, right! I got the video on what happened to Fish Fingers. I got a video for it. Eye catcher? What? Are you crazy? I guess if you ran into eye catcher, I guess it does take out eyes on hit. It's just, are you sure? You could give him something that would make the enemy dead, or a shield, or I guess if you ran into an enemy that you really weren't confident you could kill, but these things are monstrous fighters. I feel like they should be able to kill most things pretty easily. Alright, anyway, it's still boosting itself. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Did you just cast Phoenix Pyre? Oh. Oh, you are very dangerous now. You have Phoenix Pyre. Somehow, the illusions got ahead of him. I'm not entirely sure how this happened. He's also lucky. Ooh, a fire shield, and they've got 1 hit point. Well, okay, I don't see how the illusions could ever... Is he getting XP for all these kills, too? He might just shoot up in his levels. He is still buffing. Free protection. On top of a pile of resistances. You got fear, you got regeneration, you got a fire shield. You're overcharged. Yeah, and you got Phoenix Fire on you. Yeah, okay. And this guy's running away already. He's already had a morale failure, even though his morale's pretty freaking high. And so from here, it's just... It's shooting out blade winds, which is the perfect thing. However, it is somehow racking up little bits of illusion damage. It's actually taking illusion damage. They only hit for once, but it's going through his armor and actually hitting him. Well, at least I know how he got so many kills now. He just keeps spamming Blade Wind, but his fatigue has gone way up. See, that's a huge issue. His fatigue is over 100. He's just gonna... That fire shield was the smartest thing he did. What a silly way to attack the Basalt King, but what can it do about it? Honestly. Let's go back and look at these three. What the hell is this guy doing? What are you doing? Hey, hold still. He's being weird. So there's only 2 guys doing this. They have actually reached their max fatigue, but it doesn't really seem to matter. Because they're producing enough of these. Despite everything, they are slowly getting hits. Not often, but hey, it's happening. I need a faster fast forward. Turbo isn't turbo enough. So don't glamour units become stronger in Twilight? Eventually it'll become Twilight. I haven't really worked much with these, so I don't know the details. Oh, you're still buffing yourself, too. He's still becoming more dangerous. Not that it really matters when you're fighting 1 hit point illusions, but he's running. He suffered a morale failure. At 24? Oh, he's at 7 health, so, I mean, okay. So he runs away. He didn't suffer any real losses in this, and I probably gained a ton of XP. So I don't know if that's really to Muspelheim's advantage what happened in that encounter. So let me see. Where was that? That was here. Okay. Okay, he attacks into them and he wins at the Timeless Waste. Which is different than with a previous fight was fought. Okay. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. No! What? No! These are 35 gems each, and no one. I don't want anyone even knowing I have them. I've been secreted. I've never told anyone I was summoning Naiads. Not any of the other players. I've talked to other people who play Dominion 6, but none of the people in this game. Why? You're supposed to be stealthing, and you're stealthy. I must have thought you were a scout and clicked you. But why the hell would these 2 participate in the battle when they were set to stealth? You would have been coming from my throne. You would have even been coming from a different direction. Why would you fight them? Oh, that just pisses me off. Oh, that just pisses me off. Oh, that just... Oh, man, now that hurts to even look at. He lost almost nothing again. His armies terrify me. Atlantis was the counterbalance to Muspelheim. Muspelheim couldn't go on a rampage and move his forces too far out because he has a limited number of giants. And if he moved out, Atlantis being able to attack him from multiple directions was the only thing holding him in check. There's a reason he wanted to fight Atlantis. I don't know what the reason is for Atlantis to want to fight him. But his forces are terrifying. The Poison Golem, with its ridiculous equipment, gone. The Green Lions, which are pretty scary, gone. The Living Pillars are actually an amazing unit. Very high protection, and they can use his Sacred. His Bless. The Siege Golem was pretty good, but not good enough, apparently. Holy crap. So he used a bunch of summons again. He loves his battlefield summons. So there's warrior illusions coming. Oh shit, were those flying units? Okay, slow down. Blood Rain and Rain. Dampen his fire, but he's using blood magic on you. That blood rain's gonna make a big difference. Alchemist? Interesting. Oh my gosh, are you ever kitted out? Yep. Wow, okay. I'll have to pull up and show the video of the last days of Fish Fingers the Prophet. It was the arena champion that kept winning in the arena. I thought that thing was never gonna die. I thought it was invincible. So these are a nasty thing. Spitting acid breath everywhere. And acid is not, you can't resist acid, man. It just messes you up. But they're not doing enough. They're just not doing enough. Giants are absolute monsters. So the summons are mostly illusions coming out of mirrors. Here comes the living pillars. They're pretty tough. The Coral Guard actually are a threat to giants. Hitting for 29, being able to reach the head. The Coral Guard are an actual threat to a giant. The Slingers, though, I don't think they can do anything. I think they're more likely to hurt your own troops than your enemies. I'm pretty sure you're doing more damage to your own guys. There's even a frickin' little dinosaur here with a trident poking at you. Not as much magic as I expected going down. But these giants just don't die! Even when surrounded with freaking glaive troops, which should be destroying them quickly. I mean, they are going down, but not quickly. Meanwhile, more and more imps, oh no, the Slingers are now going to try to melee with their knives. That's just going to break your morale for your whole army. Your morale's at 5 right now because of Blood Rain. This thing managed to get in there, but it's too cut off. Yeah, the Blood Rain has done its work. Niflheim, man. So he got his Basalt Kings out of there, and his Alchemists. His Mages of the Deep as well. However, his army is gone. What is the value of this army? The 2 golems are a ton of gems. These are a ton of gems. All told, yeah. The living pillars are cap-only sacreds. This is probably, I don't know, maybe 10 turns worth of them. I'm not sure how many candles he has. The slingers are obviously irrelevant. I feel like they were just there to crack the walls. The Coral Guard was expensive, but he can hire those anywhere. And as for him, a day or two... They cost 2 sacred points each, right? Yeah, okay. Let's call it 2 days worth of recruiting for his giants. Yeah. And the equipment lost. And the equipment lost. He lost a lot in that fight, actually. I'm still ticked about my Naiad, but that has nothing to do with anything going on here. Haha, terracotta! Yeah, you keep them safe. Those scythe-wielding mirror armor? Well, okay, I guess I have mirror armors now. Tai Chi took a hit from some random stuff. Alright. Well, we fortified up some locations. Yeah, I think a normal player would probably be trying to attack Atlantis right now. I don't know. I don't think that would be a good idea, honestly. I mean, I could pop out of all these different holes and claim a ton of territory, but that would just make me the enemy of Muspelheim and other people. Maybe you could get away with it if you were conservative about it, but so many territories I could be attacked by Atlantis with. How do you even get here? Holy crap. But yeah, not my strategy. I'm mostly just the friendly, harmless, angry Spartan giants. Nothing to worry about, nothing to fear. Don't worry, Muspelheim. I know you could... If Muspelheim attacked me, I don't think I could win. I could make it a slow, grinding war that doesn't profit him, but I don't think I could win. I would be driven underground. So... And I don't need to fight him, at least not at this time. I need to build more temples. To that end, I'm going to negotiate with Lanka and Atlantis and see if I can purchase land. I'm going to see if I can purchase land. That would be good for me. Alright, those are the last critical places. I should put one down here as well. I should. I definitely should. We're going to distribute more of our units about. We should have just gotten a huge load of guys to... Where is it? I don't know where my guy is right now. Anyway, I've got a bunch of things to track and such. I'm gonna need a new Naiad here. We're gonna keep summoning Naiads. I have so many gems now. Ah, what do we even want to do with them all? Should I summon lions over down here? Or here, perhaps? Okay, definitely not here. If this hits Order 4, it'll cause problems for my researchers. But, you know, I've got lots of things I could do. But what I definitely have to do I could just barely make this. And it's very expensive. And I'm gonna need someone to forge an extra arm. Which is also very important. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these, but I mean, I guess magic resistance armor is good? I don't know, I'm sure I can find somebody to wear them. I made the Sword of Hell. Let's see if I can sell it. It's one hell of a weapon! Ha ha ha! Alright, so what's gonna happen is you're gonna have the Tree Lord Staff, you're gonna equip an arm, you're gonna equip both of these, and next turn, you are going to cast this with all your might. All the nature gems I can spare are going to go into this. And, this must be my new copper idol. Neat. An air gem. Very happy. You guys are going to search. Okay, you've done well. Please search this one. Search here. Search there. Search everywhere. And in this way, we will squeeze even more out of every tile we have. As is our want, as is our great desire. Wouldn't it be annoying if there was a Fire 3 here, and I never knew because I didn't search it with the Fire 3? But it'd be such a waste of his turn, because there's almost certainly nothing there. Almost certainly. Okay, you came from here. Alright, we need one here. The ever-expanding Naiad Network. And we want a Naiad to be here. Okay, you came from Yellow Caves. You can go home. You're gonna go to the caverns. I'm not entirely sure why you're in this tile, but please search it. I'm so annoyed I lost a Naiad. I'm gonna have to summon a new one now. Well, you can scurry along this way, and you can... what can you do? So many things you can do, some of which are very interesting. Some of which are very interesting. I'm kind of thinking I should just have you site search for now. But instead, I'm gonna summon up one more. Sure, one more. But that's the last one, okay? Might as well upgrade you. Right, so... let's see, you need to... I guess everything's kind of been searched. Not for Astral, but for the other stuff. Oh, you got the Starfall Tower. Astral and Earth, very nice. And... oh my. Jackpot! Jackpot! We've got Astral. Astral is ours now. Astral is ours now. We can do things with it. Oh my gosh, yes. We can make the coin. Any of those guys could be an Astral 4. Could we go further than that? Probably not without empowering. Still, that is fantastic news. Alright, I'm going to ask you to continue site searching, because you searched a 3, and that's great. I don't need you forging or casting at this moment, so yeah. You didn't find anything? Well, I may or may not be able to negotiate some territory near here, and we'll need site searchers if we do. So... crap, I need to send another nun this way. As well as summon a new naiad here. I'm going to give you boots of running really fast and ask you to run over here. That's a good spot for you to search. Okay. Aside from the distribution of all of these terracotta troops, the forging of ever more gear, oh, right, these are important. These actually... because these are part of my reinvigoration. So we'll want those. Alright. I was kinda hoping to sell off the, Lightless Lantern, but nobody seems to want it. Nobody's trying to buy research items. Yeah, things are getting too tight in here. I've got too much stuff. I'm going to empower you in blood. And you're going to be kitted out with the usual stuff. I'm sure I can get you some, what just happened? I'm pretty sure I said empower blood. Okay. No more misclicks, please. They're terrible. Is there anything else important? I think it's mostly going to be what I can purchase and what I can't this turn. Looks like I don't have a temple here, here, or here. Well, why shouldn't I? It's on the border, so he'll see me do it, but so what? You can build one here as well. Okay. That leaves me with 3,000 gold I can spend. I'd like to be hiring more Archons, but it's okay. So, yeah. Okay. I wonder what a good price is. If I offered what it could produce over a year, would that be a good price? Because I can't see the sights, of course, but so what? What it would produce over 12 turns. If we rounded it to 5,000... Sorry, no, it produces 21. What am I thinking? That's population, no. Income, oh my gosh, it's nothing. 240? That's nothing. You wouldn't sell a province for 250. But if I promise to provide equivalent to the sites as well, then maybe. He can blood hunt here, so he won't want to sell this one. Sadly, because I'd like to own above the holes. How is this only 11? What's going on here? I'll discuss it with him. I don't think he'll sell any land, but you never know. He might. I've got 3,000 on hand, so... So yeah, we'll see. So many gems to spend. My gosh, it's amazing. We're going to be able to cast the thingies now. Let's cast one of them here. I should also be able to cast Raven Feast, maybe. That would be this guy. He could do it. I think he's the only one I have that can do it without using both the horn and hat on the same person. 156. Here we go, 240. I should cast it to there. Who's got the hats? Okay. Great. You should make one of these. Shit. You know what? What the hell? Here, you can patrol with this. You know what? It's fine. It gets the job done just fine. Okay, I'll take your hat. And you can step over here. Because this place is going to need one next. I'll just ship all these over here. They can transport stuff. It's good. Okay, that gives me the helmet for you. Okay. Raven Feast targets the womb. 241. This should give me, I'm not sure, maybe 7 death gems at the cost of 3 air. Then I should be able to trade them on a 1-for-1 basis with Lanka for elemental gems. Yeah. There's always some place that has at least 100 corpses. Always somewhere. Actually, things are kind of calm compared to what they're like in the fall. But we've got a few that have over 200. It'd be great to target them. We made a lot of scouts. For we desire greatly to see. Many of them out as I can. I'll have to fiddle with their moves. Anyway, I've left 3,000. You've already searched here? Great! This one's been searched. I guess you site search here next. Delightful! Let's see. You came from Berg, right? you should go home. This is a long walk. A bit too far, if you ask me. I think she'll go from here down to here. This is probably okay. Summon, then go home. Then this one can make the walk down there, and then down to this corner. And then everything up here will be done. Though I do plan on building more forts soon. A lot more. But all those forts are in the future. In the near future, but still the future. Alright then. I'm going to try to untangle this turn with all of its crafting and everything else. I still have my crafting list, which requires me to... At this point, it's mostly air and nature items. Everything here is either air or nature, and once I finish the messenger boots, it'll be all air. I also kind of want to save up earth gems for, reasons. For reasons. It's a trump card I want to hold on to for the time being. I might attempt to cast... There's a very specific global. What is this one? Oh! It awakens somebody to being a commander. Oh, okay, well, alright, that's interesting. No, not what I'm looking for. I don't know where it is. There's a... Oh, here it is. At Astral 5, if I cast this... I think I'll be able to see everybody's dominions, how many candles they have in every country. And I'm perfectly willing to accept the fate of Oedipus to get even one turn of seeing exactly where everybody's dominions are. I'll be able to count out their candles and figure out exactly what's going on and where I need to target. So, sooner or later, we're going to have to force ourselves to be able to use that. He's up at 8 now. Oh, this is Lanka itself, though. Other things are at 5, so at one point in time he had enough temples to hit 8. Okay. Meanwhile, on the other side... Muspelheim's really slowing my spread over here. But... hopefully we'll get things pushing this way as well. Hopefully we'll get into him from this side. Atlantis... extremely unlikely. He's the most insulated. Tenchi is too far away. And Muspelheim actually has a good amount of temples. None of his temples were ever burned. I don't know how many temples he actually has. My scouts haven't been doing a good enough job in his territory. Obviously he has 4 of them here, but... yeah, his stuff is pretty solid. The thing is, once the first person falls to Dom kill, and I have a bajillion scouts claim all their territory, I then build temples in as many provinces I possibly can, and the things start rolling faster. at least in theory. And any province, no matter how worthless, I can buy. It's a shame there were no wastelands on top of these. Any province, no matter how worthless, that I can purchase is another temple. So I'm definitely going to be trying to buy and sell. Oh, right! Yes, last thing. I need... Hold on, let me see if I can... We need to see this. Where is it? I haven't seen this myself yet. Okay. Here it is. Oh no, file not found. Well, shit! Okay, it didn't work. Well, I kinda know what happened. Sort of. The short answer is fire giants beat the crap out of them. The end. No, apparently that's just what happened. Like, the fire giants kept doing bits of damage with their attacks until he died. And that was that. So, yeah! Not sure how many he still has in play. He's definitely lost some. And every time he loses one of these, it's painful. And if he loses this war big, Muspelheim might just go for a... You know, might just go out and conquer things. The only limiting factor is how many sacreds he has, but he has had 59 turns to hire sacreds, so he's got plenty by now. The question is, I mean, if he took all of this, even if he didn't take the sea, if Muspelheim takes all of this, he is by far the strongest player. Miles ahead of everyone, including me. If he also takes the sea, holy crap. We'll see. He could then have his choice, Lanka, Tenchi, or me. Of course, what's likely to happen is Tenchi and Lanka will grab a bunch of Atlantis. Actually, by the flags on the map, Atlantis looks like he's doing quite well. I just know that his armies are being crushed. So, that's not going to last. Yeah, I'm going to negotiate with people. I'm going to buy property. Let's see how much I can afford. Spoiler, I'm going to be able to afford a lot! I can cancel some of my construction projects if I need to, and I'm willing to trade gems also, so we'll see. We'll see.